This lipstick is worth trillions. Using it can not only look beautiful in no time, but also can turn into a princess, live at a big castle. But you have to leave relatives and friends, along with everything that she have. Jae-in is a normal-looking high school student, always have bad results. Mom signed up for Jae in countless extra classes. However, Jae-in set out to become a fashion blogger. She was determined to stay home from the live stream. But not only did she not support her, he said that if there was a next time, she would break Jae-in's leg. Jae-in immediately ran out of the house. Go to the makeup shop and look at people who are doing makeup. She thought that I had to be the same person as them. The unconscious closed her eyes. Once again opening her eyes, she didn't see anyone else. A lipstick with a unique appearance caught Jae-in's eye. Out of curiosity, Jae-in opened it to see the color. Just opened, the lipstick immediately gave off a blue light. Just then, the mirror also began to glow. After that, Jae-in's body immediately began to become uncontrollable, constantly being sucked closer to the mirror. The arm refused to obey and demanded to draw on the mirror. Then draw up a curve. At this time, inside the mirror appeared a human face. Start constantly wavy. A second later, the face demanded to come out of the mirror. Jae-in rolled her eyes stiffly. She didn't wait for Jae-in to react. The human face rushed towards her. Open her mouth 2 meters wide. Then take Jae-in into her mouth. Jae-in wakes up, thinking that she has dreamed a strange dream. But 2 maid-clad girls suddenly appeared in front of her. A soft-spoken person calls Jae-in a princess, and told she that the queen wants to see you. Jae-in curiously asks who they are. They laughed and told her it's not the time to come and joke. Jae-in suddenly stood up and rushed towards the window. On the glass was a strange beauty. After learning that she has become more beautiful, Jae-in wants to bloom. Began to exclaim about her beauty. A series of strange maneuvers surprised the 2 maids behind them. Jae-in then followed them into a room. The door slowly opened. Gorgeously dressed woman appeared in front of her. Jae-in thought, this must be her queen mother now. Jae-in sat down for coffee. But the queen suddenly began to cry. Say to Jane that you're going to marry the prince of the neighboring empire. Although they were not satisfied with this marriage, but because of the development of the nation, they could not have done otherwise. After hearing this, Jae-in immediately sprayed the coffee back into the cup. The life of the beautiful princess has not yet been enjoyed. Has it begun a complicated beau life? She thought this was a dream. It's okay to wake up and get back to reality. But the next day she woke up. He hasn't returned yet. The original face has returned. If this ugly face was seen by them, will she be immediately hanged? Suddenly Jae-in saw that magical lipstick. Situation was critical. Jae-in picked up the bowl on his lips. Miraculously, just 1 second, Jae-in has returned to Princess Jane's face. After being thoroughly made up by the servant, Jae-in was uneasy. Prepare to go to the other kingdom to say hello. The empress turned to a duke to accompany her. The guy-like look came out of the comic. Makes Jae-in's mood better. Sitting on a car inlaid with hundreds of billions of gold. However, Jae-in is not used to being a regular in a car. Sitting Jae-in's stomach is like, she has eaten 2 kilograms of spicy sticks. She thought she was getting motion sickness to get inside. But according to the ritual, it is advisable to go to the king first. Then the duke took her in. Go to the great hall to greet the king. Duke Richard reminded her that the nation takes ritual very seriously. Tell her not to lose her country face. Then the great hall door opened. Inside appeared a group of noble royals. He saw her and started talking in a low voice. Richard found her tense. He began to gently remind. Said that I'll always be by the princess's side. Princess don't have to worry too much. But Jae-in had been in the carriage for 10 hours. Now the whole person was both stunned and nauseous. The thought in her head is the speed of victory. After finishing, she will go to the bedroom for a good night's sleep. Jae-in politely greeted the king. Then raised his head thinking it was almost over. But the one in front of her. If someone said that they invited the circus to come, she also believed. Jae-in couldn't help but laugh out loud. Fortunately, he managed to hold back in time. The king said with a stupid laugh. Welcome the princess to come. At this time, Jae-in couldn't stand it anymore. 2 kilograms of spicy sticks in the abdomen directly spit out. The surrounding person immediately was displeasing. Richard was standing next to her but didn't know what else to do. And the king was also extremely angry at this time. OMG, the first greeting already stinks. Is this situation salvageable? The duke hurriedly explained to the king. This is because the princess's stomach is not good, in addition to car sickness, so that's it. The king knew that was heartbreaking. Let them go back to their rooms to rest. Back to her room, Richard asked her how she could laugh in that situation. But Jae-in just thought of the king's face. She couldn't help but laugh. Richard said, the king wanted to welcome us. So especially do beautiful makeup. At this moment there was a knock outside the door. There were 2 clowns with exaggerated expressions. Bell in Jae-in's head rang. If not unexpected, something unexpected is about to happen. The purple clown claims to be a makeup artist, in charge of today's makeup for the princess. And the pink clown claims to be a hairdresser, in charge of today's hairstyle for the princess. Then the makeup artist clapped his hands and gestured. The maids pushed 10 carts of utensils. One ridiculous wig after another. Each extravagantly gorgeous bracelet. Every pair of precious shoes. The 2 girls couldn't wait to reach out to Jae-in. Jae-in freezes her whole body. After the hairdresser finished her series of rough manipulations, the maids saw Jae-in's figure. Then everyone praised it as perfect. This hairstyle is really too premium. She thought that's it, but soon a series of manipulations by the makeup artist. It was completely impossible for the biological mother to recognize her child either. Jae-in tells them to go out. Pure white wedding dress, handles fresh flowers. Looking at herself in the mirror, Jae-in suddenly exclaims, "Is it the demon bride in reality?" Jae-in dreadfully wiped the makeup off her face. Look at the bizarre makeup on the table. Jae-in is the one who has that desire to become a beauty blogger.